Welcome to CBS Cosmic Brothers and Sisters, where we introduce you to your family members from across the universe and beyond, where no AI is ever needed. And today, we just need a tinfoil hat. Go get yours on. I got mine on today. Emory and David are discussing all about tall whites. Apparently, they're like all the other beings, there's more than one. Tall whites today with David and Emory. Go get your favorite tinfoil hat on. I've got mine on. Let's go.
What was the very first extraterrestrial that you saw on these bases? Like the first time you actually saw a living being that was not human like us?
That's the tall whites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So could you tell us a little bit more about that first meeting? Because obviously I would think the very first time you actually see a living being that's clearly not one of us, it has to be just an absolute landmark moment in your entire life.
Well, actually, indirectly, by seeing these from afar and seeing these through different windows and different programs and then reading about them. So I had a really good understanding of, what was going on way before I was even getting able to see these by researching programs that I was allowed to. So they're breaking you in first just by watching videos and watching and reading books and reading things on their database system that have to do with the past of working with these beings and these creatures.
So let's open up this tall white discussion, because there has been some confusion in terms of, for example, certain discrepancies between the whistleblower named Charles Hall and what he called tall whites, whose eyes seem to be more like grays but had a bluish tinge. We have Pete Peterson, who's described his experience with tall whites, and he said that it doesn't really mean any one type. It just is a classification based on their appearance.
Correct.
And then Corey has his experiences with the Anshar, which appear to be very much more human-like, but as they age, they will get taller eventually. So what would you call tall whites? Like, just give us a description of what they look like, and any other specific physical identifying details to start with.
Sure. They're over 7 feet tall. They have a small face, a little bit smaller than ours. They're very slender in the arms, very ectomorphic, as we would say. They have a very fluid movement that's actually like a dance. So it's kind of like this when they move. They're articulating their joints and their limbs are flexible, not like ours, which are really rigid. They also have a very deep understanding of all of, our belief systems, and they're very compassionate, and they're very smart. And I've seen them from afar, probably 6 to 7 months before I actually, was actually next to a few of them, and during a project.
So if I gather correctly, then the face would be predominantly like ours, but just smaller?
It's slender. It's I hate to bring up movies, but in the Star Wars movies, there was a group of tall white beings that were making clones of one of the soldiers there. And they were in charge of this planet, and they had this really slender, beautiful oval face with these really beautiful eyes that took most of the face up. So their eyes were at least 2 times to 3 times larger than our own eyes. And their nose was almost non-existent, very small, very petite, kind of like an Asian nose, with just very small nostrils and beautiful lips and a nice small mouth.
So the eyes are a very prominent feature then.
Yes.
But they would be almost like one of these anime characters in the sense that it still looks human, but they're just a lot larger.
Exactly. The eyes are oval, and they're offset about 20 degrees. So they are like this. Like ours are this way, but theirs is offset just a hair. So it's coming this way. So the ovals.
So more of a Russian or Scandinavian look?
Correct.
Then? Okay.
And when I refer to the tall whites, I am not really referring to the blonde, blue-eyed, tall people from Scandinavia that you hear a lot in pop culture of those. These
like
are
the so-called Nordics.
Correct, the Nordics. I mean, their skin is just ash white. It is so white that they actually, light comes off of them and reflects off of them. It's a really beautiful type of skin, kind of like a sheen to it, but very white. and very long fingers and regular feet like we have.
Are they bald?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no hair. I've never seen hair on any of them.
Really?
They do wear clothes and uniforms like we do, usually skin-tight types of clothing. They have a very intricate internal organ system that is capable of living on almost any planet or any atmosphere. So they can breathe a lot of different types of gaseous chemicals and different gases that would normally kill one of us. And they have a very small chest, in a V shape.
Wow. All kinds of grays, all kinds of sizes, all kinds of shapes. What do you think? We need to hear your comments. I lost the credits. Where are the credits? Where are the credits? See, we don't need any AI here at CBS, Cosmic Brothers and Sisters. Here come the credits. So we need you to leave your comments about what you think about the tall whites today. And always subscribe and like your Cosmic Brothers and Sisters. It is always good to like your Cosmic Brothers and Sisters. No AI necessary.